Hello, hello, hello. This is a little different, but I think I like. I think I like. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I know this is in the middle of the day. I do. I know this is in the middle of the day, but why not? Because this is when I got the most energy. I figure you guys can actually play this back if you want to, if you don't catch me live. But y'all want to catch me live because I like to chat. I like to chit chat. What's the new thing? Like, welcome chat. What's up, chat? Let's go chat. Let's go chat. But no. So, y'all, we got stuff to talk about. I don't know. I'm about to get. We probably gonna dive deep. We probably gonna dive deep. I'm gonna just see how how spirit leads, as they would say. Thank you for all those who are watching now or later. Um, And thank you for those who are actually contributing to maybe some of the points and stories that I may end up sharing on this live, things that I've carried. And now I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm done thinking that I need to be something for somebody else, right? Or for other people. Y'all, this bun ain't giving it. I was feeling inspired by my girl Dolly, the higher the hair, the closer we are to God. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, Dolly. But rest in peace. However, if you are stubborn across this video, y'all, this video is about what is it like to be a bubbly black girl or woman. And is it a curse? Is it a curse? Can it be a curse? Will it be a curse? Are we gonna end the curse? I mean, I don't know. I think I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with it. So it's no longer a curse for me, but it has operated like one. I think in my life, to so to speak. So um, I would say, yeah, being a bubbly black girl can feel like a curse. It can. It can feel like a curse for so many reasons, so many things that can be said just just by people thinking they being cute. Are they trying to humble you? Are they feeling a little insecure? You know, I don't know. Happiness brings out the craziness in people, y'all. Happiness and joy brings out, why she doing that? Who told her she could be like that? You know? I don't know. Do I want to lift? I think I've already started this to the side. Or should I flip it? Because I can't read your comments. I'm so sorry. Catches people off guard sometimes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you, Shanika. Thank you so much. Mwah. So yes, it does catch them off guard. And I know why I catch them off guard. I know why I catch them off guard, but that's okay. That's not my problem. Um. Oh my God, y'all! I got so many stories. I got so many stories. I got so many stories. And it's not that I want to put people on blast because I won't say names. If you have been in my life for a long time, in certain places and fragments of my life, you will see that and hear where people had me fucked up, had me all the way. And it was like, wow, I let y'all say that to me and I ain't clap back. I let you feel that way about me and I ain't correct you. Like, okay, I was young. I was young and I was too nice, right? And I guess I was kind or whatever, right? But nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. So I'm gonna keep myself on topic because I do got a little notes here. This has been something on my mind for years. When I say years, years, right? The bubbly black girl curse. Is it real? Is it real? Is the bubbly black girl curse real or not? All right. Or is it a blessing? Let's just curve it. Let's just curve it. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm curving it. I'm gonna curve it. It's not a curse, it's definitely a blessing, right? But the bubbly black girl curse, what it does is, oh man, y'all, it puts us in such a real position of being authentic. Being authentic. It does. It puts us in a real position to know what your boundaries are, to know how to self-express, whichever that may be. I mean, like we always love our hair, right? My hair ain't always been this long, but I did like to express myself with my hair. And then you had perms, and then you had the natural time. So we even went through some phases with our hair. So then we try to go to clothes, and then we probably go to nails, and then we go to shoes, 'cause that's clothes. And then we'll just, stay out of our artsy, whimsical thing. If ain't nobody else in theater, why would I do theater? If ain't nobody else playing the guitar or playing the clarinet or doing music, why would I? Or play the violin. I had a lot of friends in middle school that played the violin and they stopped. And it was like, why y'all stop? That was cool. That was actually real cool. Um, so yeah, you got all these things, right? So, what I mean by bubbly black girl, let's put it in definition, right? So, we have the natural, cheerful, energetic, playful, and optimistic personality, right? And then we have that personality that gets misunderstood because of race or gender. Like, like, why are you happy? Like, why are you so playful? Why are you being? And why are you in a good mood? Like, why do you think everything's gonna be okay? Like, you know what I mean? And sorry, y'all, my nose is running because I literally just got over a really bad bug. Somebody that lives with me, very, very special, actually works at a school and he brought them little germs home. So I'm kind of like fighting that off, but forgive me if I gotta, you know. But yeah. So as a black woman, I think we're expected to be like strong and like serious and like guarded and like super tough, right? And I think we are all those things. Like I think we are like guarded in a sense, tough, serious when it's time. I mean, y'all ever seen a black woman go off? People that know me, they hate to see me mad. Like, what? Jasmine's mad? Oh shoot. Like, y'all bet whoever did it calm down, like stop, relax, right? Because I mean it takes me a minute to get there, it really does. And my spirit got to know, oh, you trying to hurt my feelings on purpose. Like, oh, you trying to yeah. So we'll get on that in a second. So what happens when your personality doesn't fit that stereotype? What do we do? What do we do when that personality does not fit the stereotype, when they looking at you and they go, okay, she's brown, dark, light, black woman or whatever, and we're expecting her to be this mean, miserable, rude, guarded, oh God, dumb, or protect, oh, just all the things, and because you're playful or you're not so super serious or you're just in a good mood because you choose to be, not because life is easy, not because you had it good or whatever, like, y'all, I come from a small town in Louisiana, and when I grew up there, that place was probably 20,000 people, 20,000 people. And I swear to you, I'm probably related to 15,000 of them. So it was a very jaded perspective of how community and life and people looked at me. When I come from, I was related to everybody. Where I come from, everybody knew a family member of mine or treated me like family, right? So coming from that as a young girl, I think what it did was it gave me a false sense of protection or acceptance. Oh, that's it. It gave me a false sense of acceptance where, of course, here I am, Jasmine, Yasmin, and I am who I am in whatever facet or whatever venue you may meet me, and you can accept me as who I am. Well, y'all, that's not true. That's not true. I remember being very shy, and when I was coming out of Louisiana, I wasn't my full self. I moved to Atlanta, and forgive me, I moved to Atlanta, and I remember going to a school that was in a very like a diverse area, like 5 minutes from Atlanta. My school was in the Atlanta zip code. And I had foreigners, I had Africans, I had people from New York, I had people from Louisiana, I had people from Brick Road, I had people from the South Side, I had people from Stone Mountain, Lithonia, I had people from all over Atlanta going to my school because there was this thing called the M to M program. And people who are from Atlanta, the old Atlanta before things switched, y'all know what I'm saying. Like if you lived in a bad area, you had the opportunity to go to a good area and go to school. So my mom did her big one, and she put us in an area where we was actually exposed to so many different types of people. And I think that was the first time my personality was free, where I could be like, I like nerdy stuff. I like sports stuff. I'm a little hood too. What's up? Like, I know about Ice Cube and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? We all listening to Ja Rule. And it was just an exciting time. I mean, Atlanta was on a new wave. You had Outkast, you had Lil Wayne, you had Bubba Sparks, which was a white male, and you had all these things where in hip hop it was shaping the reality of our people. And I'm in middle school, so we adapting, we adjusting. We got Tommy Hilfiger on, we got Fat Farm on, and we're able to express ourselves, but we're listening to Atlantis Morissette, and we're listening to da 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 da. So all these things are shaping you to be not your typical average Black girl. Okay? You're finding your joy in your cassette tape, your CD player, the little things that you and your girlfriends are talking about. You know, y'all liking the same guy. Y'all ain't never met him, but y'all on the phone with the same guy and don't even know it. Like just the innocence of teenage, right? Yeah. So fast forward, we get into our 15, 16 years old, and now we're young ladies. We are feeling ourselves, and it's a thing. Like it's a thing. Like I think I am that girl. It don't matter what I look like, what I got going on. And I mean, I was that girl. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't care who told me, who didn't tell me. I know I was that girl. You know, I think by the time I was in the 10th grade, I was Miss Sophomore. Um, I think I wasn't never rejected by my peers, so to speak. Druid Hills was a different kind of school. We were known for being the groundbreaking for a lot of things in DeKalb County, and I'll leave that for another discussion. But we accepted each other to be free in our own personalities and who we were, you know. And a lot of the people that I went to school with back then, I still see them as great now. Like some of them are doctors and lawyers and ball players and you name it, you know. So y'all can rant on this forever, but I got to stay on topic, right? During these times when I was a teenager, I remember not really being told too many times that I was too loud, too happy, too expressive, too friendly, too feminine, too optimistic, too enthusiastic, too emotional. You know, like I don't remember that being told to me, right? And I say that because there were two instances that I can remember. And you know, unfortunately, a lot of my light was probably dimmed by people in the church. No, people in the church. Let's go. Let's get the tea. So I remember, and y'all can chat with me. Like this is you can chat. Like you can chat back and forth. Tell me your experiences. I'll read as I can. But I'm just gonna run my mouth. And this may turn into a part two, you know, because there's so much to cover here. I even took notes because I have thought about how to navigate this conversation, and it kept falling back on certain comments that were made to me. And I couldn't believe who made them to me, you know? So here we go. I remember instinctively one day, I remember I used to go to a really big church in Atlanta, right? And this was during those Eddie Long times. So there was a cluster of churches that were kind of like feeder of New Birth Missionary, right? So I was attending one of those churches. I'm not going to say which one, but everybody that can see this live knows what church I went to, right? I'm just trying to save face. So there was a particular time that I felt really free because I was really close to one of the daughters in the church. So we all kind of grew up together. Y'all know how church family is. Like y'all practically feel like cousins, you know what I'm saying? And I remember in between services, we would all split off to go eat breakfast or something like that, because you had like a 9 o'clock service, you had 11 o'clock service, you might have like a 1 o'clock service. Y'all know how the churches do. You got about 30 services to make sure they can meet all the people who, you know, want to attend if they can't attend the early ones. So this particular day, I get I come in and I am literally being myself. Like I had a nickname for all the band members, right? So whenever I see them, they was all kind of grouped together, and I would kind of be like, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know, because first of all, I grew up with all brothers. So a man don't scare me. Like I've seen women that get scared of men, or they get intimidated, or they don't want to eat with a man in their face and stuff like that. Girl, please give me a plate. I tear it up. I don't care, right? But this particular situation, I'm coming through. We're going to McDonald's. I know y'all don't hear me. I haven't eaten McDonald's in probably over 25 years. But in this particular time in my life, I still ate McDonald's. I go in there and get me a McGriddle or something, right? And I don't even think this day I probably even got anything. I think I was just riding. Everybody was going. We all chilling there. So I come to the door and I'm dapping everybody up. What's up? And I get to the end of the line and I dap up one of them. And I feel like, if I can remember correctly, the wife of one of the band members kind of like moved me out the way and like said something real ugly. And I don't remember the words exactly, right? But I remember being so embarrassed. For her, because when she did it, it was like get away from my husband and like take your butt on somewhere else, like that, you know? And I went, ow, oh Lord, like, oh, my bad. Like, you in a different mood. Like, girl, my bad. Move on along. And they was like, damn, Jazz, what you do? I was like, girl, I don't know. But her panties in a bunch. Ooh. Her panties was in a bunch. So I felt a little shame. I'm not gonna lie. So I walked off and I was like, wow. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, I treat them like this first of all, we in the church all the time. My mama wanted them. We went to church all the time. They want to go to church now. We went to church all the time. For 5 days a week, sometimes 6, right? And y'all, when I tell y'all, everybody was like, Jazz, what happened? What was that? I was like, I don't know. But I know one thing. She must think I want her man. I'm 16. Y'all, I'm barely 16. Like, didn't lose my virginity until I was like 19. So let's not even act like I was some little hoe or something. And wasn't doing no extra activities below the belt either. Okay? So I was very kept to myself. Very outgoing personality though, you know. I was always in sports, always did 1 or 2 sports, always was very active in the church. I was always a great speaker, always just a person that never shied away from being not just the center of attention, but a leader, you know. So I never felt like anything I did was like trying to offend anybody. You know what I'm saying? I felt like people were accepting me for the person and the beautiful person that I am, not just physically, but inside and out, you know, because I'm not a cruel person. I'm very who I am. So, anyway, the husband comes up to me and he goes, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And I was like, oh no, it's cool. Like, I'm good. Like, I swear I'm good. Like, that's your problem. Feel sorry for you, but that's your problem, you know? So I got my first introduction to a mean adult, like a mean old, like, girl, why you don't like a 16-year-old? Like, what's your problem? So I guess maybe like a Sunday or two had passed, maybe the next Sunday or the next time I saw them or something like that. And I used to avoid her or him or being around them in her presence because I don't know. It just I think I need to stay away. I think I need to dim my light when I'm around them, you know? And I did a little bit, just a little bit. And so she came to me maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks later, maybe a week, can't remember. It was so long ago. And she said, I just want to say I'm sorry. I was like, okay, girl, okay. I accept your apology. In my head, she need a check. She crazy. Like, I ain't do nothing to her. I ain't do nothing to her, like, at all, you know? So, and neither do I want her husband. Let me tell you something. I ain't never had no problem wanting no old man, baby. I don't want no old man. I ain't never wanted no old man. Ever. I don't want no old man, and I don't want no little boy. Give me somebody that's gone through the same things I've gone through on the same level. Me and my husband was in middle school together. Okay? You can look on the record, baby. I ain't dated no old man. And at that time, he was an old man to me. I'm 16, and what, he knocking on 40 or 30 or something? Girl, bye. Anyway, I thought we was having fun in the Lord. So we get out of that. So that was my first time where I felt like my self-expression got toned down. Like, girl, don't express yourself to people. I love a good nickname. You know, I love giving people a nickname because it's like adoration, you know? I used to I nickname one of them, and we all used to sing his nickname. I'm not going to point it out because it's going to start giving away to certain people who I'm talking about, but it was a very hurtful situation, right? And I laugh about it now because I was like, oh, she was a hater. I didn't spot it. I let her hater crush my aura, you know, or my feels for that time period, you know? Oh well. People just be trying to dim your light. That's all it's about. They just be trying to dim it. And they don't like it to shine bright. No, they don't like it to shine bright. They don't like it to shine bright. They want that thing to be, they just want it to be even, just enough to benefit them, and back on up out of it now. Don't get comfortable being yourself too much. We don't want nobody to like you for you. You know? That's how they do you. So that's the black bubbly black girl curse. Black bubbly girl curse, I would say, would cause situations like that. And if y'all have had anything like that, like, put it in the comments. Like, put in the comments, tell me, like, one of your situations where even in your younger days, you growing into your 20s, your 30s. I'm the big 4-0 now. Big 4-0, 4 decades on this little plane. And I truly can see clear now. You know, I know who I am. I know who other people are. I know what they expect. I know what they're expecting when they look at me, when they see me, what they already got in their brain, you know. When somebody's shocked that you can, you know, you may know certain information, they like, how you know that? Girl, because it's books out here. It's documentaries out here. Like, there's literal documentaries out here for you to learn, even if you don't want to read. But I love reading. I have hella books. I am a nerd. Okay. I went to a private school in elementary in Louisiana. Okay. Even when I went to public school, I was still a nerd. I didn't care. I was very smart. I was very quick. All right. Anyway, so yeah, y'all, that situation was crazy. That was crazy. I remember that like it was yesterday. So she had another friend, right? It was, you know how them church people do. They got their little friend groups. So this was like the dance ministry. The dance ministry. Messy boots. Oh my God, they were so messy. They were so messy. Because the thing about it was this dance ministry, they was cool and everything. You know, y'all were no professional dancers. I'm roasting. Yeah, you want professional. Okay. However, y'all sure acted like y'all came from Alvin Ailey with your toots. Why y'all act like y'all came from Allen Ailey? Ailey? Why did y'all act like y'all came from Alvin, bro? Y'all did not. So, anyway, same church. Same church, y'all. Good old Stone Mountain, Georgia. Different time. Maybe similar around the same time, but just different time at all. And this particular lady, her son used to like me. Okay. Whose son ain't gonna like me? Whose son ain't gonna like me? And I'm 16, 15. And what? Why not? Okay. So anyway, if they didn't like me, they liked my best friend. If they didn't like my best friend, they liked other girls that was around us. Okay. Why not? We the only little few girls that are in the church, you know what I'm saying, that they see on a regular basis, that our parents all are in the same circle, you know? So why not understand that he may like her, she may like him, da 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 da, right? And when you actually raise your children right, they're going to try to pursue a person the proper way. This particular person, this particular person cut my mom's grass just to kind of be nice, and because he liked me, he started cutting my mom's grass. And I don't even think he charged my mom. And I know my mom paid him, but like I don't even think he was charging her. I think he was just cutting it because he was just being a good guy. And this had been going on probably for like 2 months. And we were all friends, right? But shoot, the boy had a crush on me, a friend of mine, somebody else. So no big deal, right? But for some reason, the other girls that he had a crush on, they were light skinned now. They were light skinned. I'm not gonna lie, they were. And but when he had a crush on me, it was a problem. And this is what happened. So I walk in, I'm in the church, and again, just like I used to greet the band members like, "What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up?" You know, I would go into each auxiliary room and I would go, "Hey y'all, like good day, hey y'all." And I open up the little bougie dance room and I go, "Hey y'all." And she go, "Girl, get out of here and stop acting like a slut." I was like, I walked in and I stood on top of the dance floor thing. And she said, "You need to stop acting like a slut." Mind y'all. Y'all, I ain't have sex until I was 19 years old. We talking, I am 16. And I ain't do nothing down below the belt either with my mouth. So, what's she talking about? Ain't nobody acting like no slut, ma'am. So, I said, "Excuse me?" And she said, "You heard what I said." And there was another dancer in there. Her husband was on in the band as well with his little touchy, feel itself. And she just looked and didn't say nothing, didn't defend me or anything. So I remember the little sick in the head lady that acted like I want a husband at the McDonald's. Mind you, these folk got cheering and everything. What I want with a man with some children, baby, and I'm a child. What are you talking about? But anyway, I thought to myself, don't none of these hoes like me. Don't none of these hoes like me. None of them do. Or they don't like my mama. One or the other. But it's okay. Even if you taking out the disdain for my mama on me, or you just mad because your son got good taste and I don't look nothing like you. We both from Louisiana though. So you know what it is. Get out of here and stop acting like a slut. Okay. So that right there, I'm not going to lie, it hit me because I used to look up to them. This lady and her husband, I ain't going to lie. Her husband's still my dog to this day. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. And his new wife is cool as hell. Super cool. Thank God for him and his blessing. And they probably know who I'm talking about. But we grown, you know? And sometimes what you got to understand is people want to dim and turn your light off early. Because if they can stop you when you're young, you'll never believe what you can become when you get older, right? So as I think in my adulthood, I go, that was their little tactic, you know? Jazz, you too loud, you too expressive, you too friendly, you too optimistic, you too emotional, you too enthusiastic, you too feminine, you too happy. And truth be told, I wasn't your ultra feminine girl. I wasn't an ultra feminine woman. I came up with brothers. So I was good for a good little jean and a crop, or a jean and a t-shirt with a cute hairdo. Back then, all we had to do was carry our lip gloss, baby. We was tea, you know. So, yes, Jared, yeah. Jared went to high school with me, and he's always been such a sweetheart. So yeah, you know, you just had to understand that people will try to crush. If you got a daughter, my little niece has the same personality that I have, right? She being raised different than when we were brought up, but I can resonate with her, and I know she's misunderstood in certain ways because she's her true self. She loves her beauty, she loves her makeup. She's very bubbly, you know. And I've been on live with her sometimes, and there'll be certain things, and I go, "What's wrong with you?" Not live, but like we'll be FaceTiming, and she's like, "Shh, somebody coming in the room," you know. But I go, I see myself in her, you know, and I pray my niece never loses that bubbly spark about herself as she tries to find herself going through life, because she will, you know. You'll break away from the things that you've been accustomed to, and you'll fall in line to who you are. And you got to remember what you like, who you are, you know. If playing in the dirt, or playing in the water, playing in your hair, playing in your makeup, reading, or going to go skate, or going to go do whatever, y'all, like, you gotta do it for you. You gotta do it for you. Because these people want to shut that down. And I'm going to tell you why. They want to shut it down. They want to shut it down. They want to shut it down because they are sometimes jealous. And I don't say jealous because people like that word. Oh, everybody jealous, everybody jealous. Girl, please, ain't nobody jealous for real. But they are insecure. They know they can't control you. So if they can make you sad, They can control you with sadness. They can control you with Abija man. What's up, Bija? They can control you with sadness. They can control you with dampering your spirit, you know? And that's one thing that I never did when I got to college. Just like with my homie right here, Bija, didn't know him from Adam. And I remember him just having long locks, and I would go through the hallway, you know, playing. And it was like, bro, that ain't taken in no way of what they would say, oh, you're being too friendly. Oh, you're being flirtatious. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm being my joyful self. If I would begin to tell you the struggles that I've had in my life, you wouldn't even want to talk to me. Don't nobody care about what you done been through. So when you make the conscious decision to literally say, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have joy. I'm going to bring optimism, expectation, excellence in every atmosphere that I find myself in. They're going to have a problem with it. They're going to have a problem with it. And I've learned how to smile through it. I have. I've learned how to smile through it. I'm going to touch on one more thing. My joy has been misinterpreted as being naive. Oh yeah, like you stupid. You got to be stupid. No, I'm not dumb. I see exactly what's going on. I choose literally not to react. Because if I do react, you're going to make me be that, what we say, that guarded, that tense, that strong, tough Black girl, right? I don't want to be tough all the time. I'm a female. I don't want to feel like I got to be a man. And even men don't want to be tough all the time. They want to play. I got 3 brothers. We grown. We all like right at 40. All we do is play. I was on the phone with all 3 of my brothers yesterday. All we do is play. My mama was on 3-way with us. She literally had to hang up the phone. All we do is play. Y'all don't know our story. Y'all don't know our story. Y'all don't. Literally, Lake Charles, no bed, mattress, ants. What? Come on. Bottom of nothing, roaches, everything bad, nothing good, right? No daddy. He ain't looking to come back. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to embarrass nobody. Everybody, I'm telling the truth. But y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all want to see us guarded. Y'all want to see us tense, strong, mad, miserable. You know what I mean? Why? The world already got enough of that. They got enough of that already, y'all. So when y'all see somebody's choosing to literally bring happiness to your day, God dog it, accept it. Don't call them a slut. Don't call them flirtatious. Don't think they want your man. I don't even like to talk to people online no more because you can't even read between the text. You can't. You can't read between the text. I can go off so many tangents. I need y'all to talk back to me. Naive. They think you stupid. They think you immature. I've had people when I was on a cheerleading team in college, they used to think I was real immature. No, they were too serious. Y'all were very serious for no reason. We're cheering. We got 2 tumblers on this whole cheerleading team. Kennesaw got everybody doing a back tuck. And only 1 or 2 of us can do a tuck. No, I'm not that serious. Because y'all not taking it serious. Okay? Y'all ain't taking it serious. We cheerleaders at collegiate level. If y'all don't go learn how to flip. I was the beginning starting cheerleading squad for Clayton State. So let me not shoot that down, because I know Clayton State got some real cheerleaders now. And I think 2-3 years after I left, they even got real bad. Everybody was doing back handsprings on the line. But when I came, it wasn't like that, all right? Disclaimer, I came in 2004. That was 20 years ago. 22. Ooh. But yeah, not serious. And no, I'm not. I'm very unserious. I really am. I'm very unserious about a lot of things. Okay. So yeah, that. And then you have the flirtatious, right? Because you speaking to a man, because there's only two sexes in the world. So if I talk to a woman, she don't like me because I'm too happy, too joyful, too sure of myself, too comfortable in my own skin. Or you got a man thinking, oh, she's talking to me and she's nice, she has to be flirting with me. Son, sir, I'm not flirting. I'm not flirting. Ask my husband how long it take me to flirt. Ask my husband how long it take me to flirt. Okay. Very self-disciplined, okay? So, yeah. No, I'm not flirting. I may give you a compliment or two if it's needed, but if the time fits. But we ain't gonna be like, ooh, you look good in that. No, we're not doing that. You know, it's just, there's nothing wrong about being a nice human. Like, why y'all so nasty? Why y'all want me to be rude and nasty? Because y'all nasty. And the lady that called me a slut that time, she's very rude and nasty. And if you go look at her right now, I stumbled across her picture on Facebook. I say, damn, she still look mean. Mean. And you know how the mean ones age. Anyway, and then here go the real big one. The black bubbly girl. She trying to seek attention. Is she trying to seek attention? Or she just got your attention? Is she trying to seek attention? Or she just got your attention? Because that's really all it is. I don't think we seeking for attention. I think we just get the attention. And that's okay too. I remember when Holly Berry was the girl, right? And she's still the girl, you know? Was she seeking attention, or she was just Miss Berry? Right? Was Dolly Parton seeking attention, or was she just getting attention? Like, y'all, come on now. Let's be for real. It's okay if Dolly Parton do it. It's okay if Holly Berry do it. Right? Back in the day, Stacey Dash was dark-skinned. I don't know what happened now. I remember her being dark-skinned. But however, when she was dark-skinned, she did not seek attention. She just got attention. Right? True. This is true. So I found myself as a bubbly black girl. I'm grown now, but I was a bubbly black girl. And I found myself dimming it, like dimming my light all the time around certain individuals. Y'all, don't dim y'all light. Don't dim it. Don't dim y'all personality. If you got friends, if you got people around you that are bothered, triggered about and from your light and your confidence and your glow and your joy, hang them up. Hang them up. Hang them up. And if they can't encourage you to be the better version of you more than you encouraging them to be the better version of themselves, get rid of them. When I did that, my life just got so much better. So much better. When I say so much better, so much freer. Because I'm a person that I can make decisions for myself and everybody else around me. I can encourage you to be your best and everybody else around me. But I ain't had nobody do that for me. Ain't nobody ever did that for me. So then I look up and I go, wait a minute. I'm over here serving and slaving. Let me tell y'all something that I just correlated not too long ago. And I ain't trying to shoot down the church, but it is a staple in the Black community back in the day. We talking like early 2000s and stuff like that. What's up? What's up, Antoine? So basically, you had a lot of people who kind of depended on church to ground them or to direct them, you know? But let me tell y'all something I learned. As soon as you join a church, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. As soon as you join the church, they asking you, in which area are you going to serve? Now, you coming in for healing. You know I'm about to say toot, but I didn't want to. My mouth, you saw my mouth almost say it, but I know when people get grown, they don't like their nicknames. But you know how Nagish folks do. Boogie and toot forever. But no. So sorry, that was a distraction. Stop distracting me with that. Y'all stay on topic. So yeah. And as soon as you get into church, they like, where you gonna serve? Sir, I'm trying to heal. Ma'am, I'm trying to heal. Like, I need to heal. I came here for healing. I'm broken. Why do you want me to serve so quickly? Jesus. That's what they be calling on. So I say that to say that shapes a lot of our personality, a lot of how we actually deal with ourselves, right? We will get around people, we'll get in environments, and what will happen is we'll extend ourselves, our joy, our peace, our resources, our everything, and we ain't got nothing left for ourselves. We done gave all our black bubbly away. All our black bubbly away because everybody wants some. Everybody need it. We done gave all our black bubbly away. And now we just serving. I often, sometimes, if my husband had me doing too much, or if he might ask me one question, he asked me, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, you treat me like a dark-skinned slave. Reel it back in. Why? What? Reel it back in. You know? Don't do me like that. You know? I'm just saying. So we often render ourselves as slaves to other people than ourselves because we think that that type of engineering, social engineering, or treatment is viable and how things should be. Because if the church is doing it, then everybody else can do it, right? No. You're not going to use me. You're not going to abuse me. You can think I'm a slut. I'm going to keep my personality. I'm going to keep my joy. And I had this joy before I came in here. And y'all not going to take it from me. Not the church, not the school, not the job, not the people, not the boyfriend, not the girlfriend, not the mama, not the daddy, not the brother, nobody. No, you're not. You're not. You're not taking my bubbly away from me. It's mine. And I'm keeping it to myself. And I render it out when I get ready. Facts. Have y'all ever had that encounter before? Have y'all literally ever had an encounter with somebody where they dimmed your light and changed demeaned your bubbly, took your bubbly from you because they couldn't interpret why you were so damn happy? I'm not happy because my life was easy. And I see in the church that I used to go to out here in Atlanta, he was a big mega pastor church. He used to treat me like his daughter. He was dark skinned. Everybody else was light skinned. However, Even his sister-in-law, and there was some haters, and they literally would treat me indifferent, not even want to pay me properly when I worked for the church, because I let them tell it. I let them tell it. But I knew what it was. And my mama did too. Hello. And I got paid well. Thank you. But my light was dimmed. My light was dimmed. And I didn't know that. I go to college. My light starts to turn on a little bit. But I gravitate to the wrong people, because now I'm like, let me just settle myself in with my street, with my hood people. You know what I'm saying? So I went back out into the world where things really felt a lot more comfortable and legit, right? And I understood it better. You know, you got welcomed better. You got treated better. You got accepted for who you are better. A lot of people say, why do women hang out with gay guys? Honey, I had a gay friend, baby. We used to rock the city together. What? Melvin, shout out to you. And had a great time together. And he would always tell us we were beautiful and how, what our benefits were. I remember sitting in his apartment, and we were in this big old skyrise in Atlanta, and he was chasing his stylist dreams, and I was chasing whatever dream I had. I was a manager, and he would style the girls and whatever. And we were just on our little whimsical thing. And we know what we was doing. We was fresh with it. Believe it or not, he's a celebrity stylist to this day. And I remember us being in a department, and I remember I had a guitar because I was talking to a guy that played a guitar, and I was like, shoot, I'm gonna try to play this guitar and impress this guy. And I learned how to taught myself a few chords to play a guitar, and he let me just strum my guitar, and we were on the balcony of his house, and we were having a vibe. We were watching Patti LaBelle, Fantasia, and runway modeling shows, right? While other people were doing other things, setting up for whatever. And it was such a free vibe where it was like, this is community. And I could be myself, And I say, that's where I realized where the true no judgment comes. When you're not judging someone, you can find the true beauty in people, and they can see the true beauty in you. But we don't get that in other environments, if you know what I'm saying. I've been yapping for a while, so I ain't gonna yap too long. I may make this a part 2, right? And I appreciate all y'all for tapping in, because there was another thing that I wanted to go over in here, as far as you becoming quieter, you overthinking how you get perceived, literally monitoring your facial expressions, like trying to monitor how you looking at stuff, like who looking at you, how they interpreting what you look like, how you standing, like the whole nine. Holding back your jokes. I always got a little kiki. I always got a little jokey joke, always got a jokey joke. And I'm holding those back now, because now I don't want to offend nobody, and yeah, he said, I got more direction in the streets and military than church. Hello. And see, this is somebody I grew up with. We grew up in the church and stuff together. And he's like, yeah, I got more direction from streets in the military, for sure, because it's fake. Let's just keep it real. And then definitely left the church for a while after so many bad experiences and negatives with these church folk. I ain't going to talk about it. I'm saving it for another video. Keep that comment, tuck it, bring it back, because I got another video. I'm going to drop these videos twice a week until this channel do what it got to do. But let me tell you, baby, that right there is so real. But we're going to say that for another day, because we got accountability on all ends, right? So at the end of the day, where certain things may have worked for a different time period, this time period, they're using certain atmospheres to control and social engineer, and sometimes dim. So you have to be careful, because I've been in other situations outside of not just church, but just any in other arenas, and I get in the same experience. But I share those two because those two are the ones that started my dimming my light, which was the lady that called me a slut for saying hey, friendly every day, all the time, consistently, because her son wanted me, and then the other lady for thinking I wanted her husband, which I had never had a history of anything like that ever in my life. And she tried to embarrass me in front of a lot of people. When I tell you it was like 20 or 30 of us in that McDonald's together, she wanted to embarrass me. For sure. She was trying to embarrass me. And I honestly embarrassed her and her husband, because the way I'm a person. When you embarrass me, or I can't believe when something is happening, I laugh before I cry. I go, wait, you okay? Are you okay? Oh, you're not okay. Okay, we see. And I'm glad I was able to be the one to see first, because anybody else would have slapped you. That would the church be keeping y'all from getting slapped. That's what it be. But anyway, be it as it may, this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a whole can of worms. I could do a part two on this because I could go on and on. This has been my life for a long time. I've been in relationships where the guy couldn't handle my personality at all. Literally, oh my God, just dimming me, dumbing me down. Like, my intelligence was a threat. My eagerness to learn was a threat. My ability to be able to be in a room of different people and work the room was a threat. And I don't care which one of me or my brothers, we gonna work that room. And I married a man that can work a room. Okay. So that's just what it is. Y'all gonna have to accept it the way it come, and you gotta go in the world like that. You gotta go head first going, this is me. Accept me how I'm coming, or turn your head. I know you still hear me. You're gonna see me on your timeline, but just don't call me a slut. I'm gonna block you. And don't think I'm trying to take your man because he's looking at my stuff. Sometimes people are literally inspired. Sometimes people just enjoy the kiki. Some people just like intellectual conversations. Intellectualness right now is a threat. Y'all seen these children? Some of y'all gotta do better, because y'all kids not even gonna be mad. People not even gonna be mad that they intellectual. They're gonna be mad because they dumb. Let's put it out there. They cute, but they dumb. That's another video. But here we go. Bubbly Black Girl. Don't turn it off. Y'all do not turn Bubbly Black Girl off. Okay? Keep it. Leverage it. Work it. When they don't like you, let them fire you. When they get triggered, smile brighter, look better, keep showing up. Okay? It wins the race every time. Claim your authenticity. Boundaries are real. Keep the losers away from you. Always self-express. My new self-expression, crocheting. I love crocheting. I never thought I would be making clothes in that way. My grandma was always a person that sewed clothes. I'm just now learning how to sew. Like, I have a little machine I got from TikTok, and y'all, it's kind of cute. But it literally shows me, it like allows me to like, yeah, sew like handheld. I think it's the cutest thing, right? But yeah, like, stay true to yourself. Okay, that's that authenticity part. Self-express, and whichever that may be, songwriting, playing an instrument, writing, poetry. I'm good for a good poem. Yeah, I got a lot of secret weapons, right? And I've always loved poetry. Always. Tank in the Bangas, Sonny Patterson. What? I will almost cuss you out if you act like that's not real art. What? Yeah, you need to go back and evaluate yourself. But anyway, protecting your peace. Protect your peace. Anything that makes you feel like you don't have it anymore, dismiss it. Get away from it. Get out of that environment. I think I was 19 and I got away from that church. I was over it. I was like, these people don't know me. And they thinking they know me. Let me get away. Anyway, refusing to shrink. Refusing to shrink. I ain't doing that no more. Yo, I'm 40. Why would I shrink? In 40 years, I'll be 80. How small y'all want me to be? Like what? Dolly Parton never shrunk. She literally just died and she was looking like that girl in her. Come on, y'all. Come on. Like, come on, y'all. Like, no, we're not shrinking no more. We're not shrinking no more. That's one thing about social media and the internet right now, and that I have appreciated, is that we are not shrinking. For what? And letting yourself just be joyful without apologizing. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yes. Life ain't always easy, but I'm happy and I'm okay with that. And I hope you are too. And I hope that you find a way to hold on to your happiness. And don't let nobody steal it. Because see, that affects how you present yourself out here. You know? You start showing up with sweatpants and a t-shirt on, thinking that's okay. For real. And that ain't cool. Put it on. So put it on. Don't apologize. Put it on. And if you don't want to put it on, or maybe not even get in the car you want to drive because you think somebody, go get it. Ride it. Drive it. Go get that house. You can afford it. Live in it. Go to the place. Go take the trip. People mad you catching flights. Go take the trip. And smile big in the picture. Even if you owe them money. Smile. Do it. Who cares? I got 2 questions to ask y'all. What parts of yourself did you learn to hide because somebody made you feel like you were too much? Like you were too much. Yeah, I actually got several instances. I just thought about another one, but I'm not going to go there. But give me a situation in the comments. When has somebody made you feel like you were too much? Give it to me down there because I got stories. I can keep going. Have you ever been told that you were too much and you thought you weren't even enough? Like somebody's like, oh, she doing too much. And you're like, girl, I didn't think I was enough. Girl, they see your potential. They see your potential before you even see it. Take note. Take note. If you get in that treatment, that means you way bigger than what you think. Your energy vibrating way brighter than what you think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's okay. Let them get mad. Let them shoot it down. Let them go, why she doing that? Why they act like that? Why they post too much? Duh. I'm an entrepreneur. I post. I want you to see my stuff. Because I need you to purchase. Okay? That's why. Okay? And if you don't want to purchase, I still need your like, your comment, and your views. So even if you don't like or comment, your views are letting me know that I'm doing the right thing. And even if you don't view, I still don't care because you can't steal my joy. That's T. That's what's going on. So we're going to end there. We're going to end there because I know this is the middle of the day. I see all my people came in on Instagram. Honestly, I didn't know if I should have went live on Instagram or TikTok, but my following is bigger on Instagram. But Instagram followers be acting like I don't exist, which is why I unfollowed like 2,000 of y'all last week, and I'm still unfollowing people. If y'all see me follow y'all back on Instagram, that's really just because that little app deleted y'all and I really fool with y'all, so I go back and follow y'all. But yeah, if I unfollowed you, you better figure out a way to inspire me or come like and comment on my stuff, because I don't follow nobody no more that don't inspire me, that don't like, comment, don't share my stuff, don't post my stuff. Like, what? You don't fool with me for real. And I see that. Okay? Kisses. Bisou, bisou. I love y'all. For all y'all who fool with me, I thank y'all. For all y'all that don't fool with me, I love y'all, because y'all taught me to be who I am today. And I really appreciate that. Okay. I appreciate all the nasty comments that I've ever received in my life. I receive all the what's up with you, Jazz? Why are you acting like that? Why am I happy? Because why else? What else should I be? I appreciate all those. I appreciate those side eyes when y'all can't stand my joy. I appreciate all those. I appreciate asking for my products and you don't like anything or comment on anything or share anything. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank y'all. Y'all stay tuned to the next one. I think this is going to be lit. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to give y'all these twice a week. I'm going to try to do it at noon and maybe like at 6 o'clock the next time. Maybe y'all will be home. But be it as it may, y'all, thank y'all. This has been lit. Thank y'all for understanding that this is what it's time for, you know? So it ends here. A whole hour of me just yapping. Why y'all let me do that? Bye. Ah.